Yo, what's up, side hustlers and solopreneurs? Listen, if you are in the MLM direct sales space, network marketing, you know, those pyramid businesses, or if you're doing affiliate marketing, selling real estate, insurance, selling other people's product, I want to share with you a couple takeaways that I learned from Myron Golden as it relates to the best way to make a ton of money selling other people's products. And I'm gonna give you the number one mistake that I made for over 15 years before I finally cracked the code and was able to build a team of over 600 people in one organization, built a team of over 200 people in another organization, and it was all based on this one simple mistake that I corrected. So let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know me, I am Cortes Hussle, founder of the Solopreneur Survival School, where we help solopreneurs and side hustlers make more money with less effort by deploying the right automation systems and AI to pair with their gifts, talents, experience, and expertise to make more money. And today, I thought I'd share with you what I learned through my journey as a network marketer and even an affiliate marketer, and how I was able to succeed in one of the most difficult arenas to make money. And before I get into that, I'm going to share with you some lessons that I learned from Myron Golden. He shared a short 6-minute video just about a month ago or so, which is not typical for him to have such short content, but I was able to pull out 5 key things. I'm also going to execute right here before your eyes one of the strategies that he highly recommends. I'm going to show you how you can do that using our Solopreneur Sidekick system, AKA our white label version of Go High Level, right? And if you do not have access to our membership, then you can join our free community at CortesHussle.com. You can also find out more about our paid versions, which include the software you need to build your business on at the same website, CortesHussle.com. So let me share with you my key takeaways from what I learned from Dr. Myron Golden. And let me do this first. Let me upload this video, not this video, but this image real quick, so that you can see, because I'm going to put a link to the video in the description that I learned this from, so you can go check it out for yourself. You guys know I'm always giving you my sources. I don't profess to be the know-it-all when it comes to this stuff. I'm just doing my best to learn. And as I learn and execute, I share what I'm learning to hopefully provide or create a shortcut for you to cut down on your learning curve. So if you go to Myron's channel, you guys know he does a ton of content. This video right here, Affiliate Marketing Mastery, that you see, it's a 6 minute and 13-second video. Right, I'll link to it in the comments, and he broke all of this stuff down. But here's my 5 key takeaways, and I'm going to give you my number one mistake that I made for a boatload of time, over 15 years before I finally started having success in 2015. So number one, most people in the network marketing space, according to Myron, do not talk solutions. They spend too much time talking about products, right? So you need to discover why chatting about the payoff is way more powerful than mentioning the company's name or the product details. So learn to talk solutions and not products. Number 2, he recommends write a book, right? Yep. Become an author and watch your authority skyrocket. Myron explains how your book can turn you into a go-to expert. In fact, he goes even further to say you want to make the prospect of your MLM opportunity or your MLM products, make them your customer before you make them your MLM company's customer. And I thought that was so dope. Number 3 says, be the trusted advisor. Learn to become the person people trust and how that makes them eager to want to work with you. Number 4, become an influencer. Understand why people say yes or no based on who brings the offer to them. So think about that. Are you is your presentation a good representation of why they should work with you? Number 5, detailed steps to success. Have a game plan. Now, I learned this from my personal coach and mentor in the MLM space, Brian Bean. We call the G-Tote, right? Because he is the greatest trainer of all times. And he always had a step-by-step blueprint to success. And people in this space particularly need to know how you're going to make sure that they win. And if you have a game plan and a process system in place, then that's going to do you a lot of good. And I'm gonna give you this fun fact about Myron because I relate totally. He says he struggled for 14 years before having his big breakthrough in the MLM space. A lot of people don't even know that's where Myron Golden got his start, was in the MLM space. I think it was with A.L. Williams, which ultimately became Primerica, selling insurance. So in addition to that, I want you guys to know what I feel the biggest mistake that I made in network marketing was, actually there's 2 mistakes. The biggest mistake that a lot of people are making, and I made the same mistake myself, is I didn't fully buy in to what network marketing is. If you are in a network marketing company, I want you to write this down. I want you to underline it 2 times and put a circle around it. What is it that is required of you to really be in the network marketing space? Network marketers do this. And when you buy into this, irregardless to what your upline says, because sometimes people try to skirt around the issue, but you market, sell products, recruit, and train teams of people to do the same. I'm going to say it again. Your sole responsibility as a network marketer, meaning your job is to become a distributor first and foremost yourself, and then create a network of distributors that you're going to train to do the same. Your job is to market, sell products, recruit, and train a network of people to do the same. Market, sell products, recruit, and train. That's your job. Most people don't buy into this, and sometimes not to their own fault. Sometimes your upline will say things like, join our team and you don't have to do any selling. Ain't no money being made unless something is being sold, right? So in my opinion, you're handicapping people by skirting around the 2 of the main 4 core functions that they have to do in order to win. They got to market and they got to sell products, period. And if they really want to grow, then they have to learn how to recruit and train a team of people to do the same thing, right? So that's the biggest challenge that I had. But once I bought into that, it's like, man, I got to learn how to market and sell something, right? And then if I'm going to win big, I got to learn how to recruit and train a team of people to market and sell something, and recruit and train a team of people to market and sell something, to recruit and train a team of people to market and sell something, right? So that's the biggest, right? I'm gonna get off that soapbox. The second biggest challenge that I had, and I didn't learn until I actually brought my business online. In fact, until I met Brian Bean, I watched as he was very intentional about building a brand on the internet. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you build a brand that people can trust, that goes back to one of my Myron's points, become a trusted advisor, right? I built a brand. When I first started in that space, I'm an introvert, y'all. I still don't talk to strangers to this day. And I know it's hard to believe someone who has over 3,000 videos on the internet teaching and training and all of that kind of stuff and 1,000 podcast episodes. I run my mouth all the time, just not to strangers, y'all. If I wouldn't have learned how to build a brand and attract people to me, I would have never made money in the MLM space. And my coach is a beast at training. He couldn't get me to overcome the fear of talking to strangers and doing out and about prospecting. I learned another way by watching him. He had a YouTube video up of the presentation and he sent that to people that was interested. I did the presentation and put it on YouTube, and that presentation did the talking and the educating about what we do for me. Right now, Myron said you should write a book, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. And I'm going to give you a cheat code to writing a book, and it is called Private Label Rights. So I'm going to share with you a process that I learned a few years back, and in fact, I built a whole course around it. I'll link to that in the comments, and I'll link a coupon code where you can get a significant discount off that course if you're interested in taking this all the way to the max. So let's jump into the section of the video where I teach you how to become a published author in as little as 72 hours, depending on how ambitious you are. So let's get to it. All right, so in today's training, I'm going to show you how, if you're in the MLM space, how to write a brand book that will increase your authority that you can use for lead generation and make you more effective in selling the products in your MLM space, as well as position you to become a better recruiter to grow your MLM downline. And in this example, I'm going to use one of my students who is a rep for Cantaloupe, which is an online virtual dispensary that sells CBD oil and marijuana-based products. So if you're in Cantaloupe, then this is probably going to be a great training for you. What we're leveraging is some information that I have learned over the years, and I had validation or confirmation when I watched a Myron Golden training where he talked about how to get rich selling other people's stuff, right? And this training, I'll link to it below, but one of the keys that he said every network marketer should do, every affiliate marketer, every real estate professional, insurance salespeople, if you're selling other people's stuff, he said you should write a book. Now, for most people, that probably sounds bananas, but I'm going to show you a little method that can make you a published author in as little as 72 hours or even less, depending on how ambitious you are. So really quickly, if you don't know me, I'm Cortes Hussle, founder of Solopreneur Survival School, where I help side hustlers and solopreneurs make more money with less effort by deploying the right systems, automation, and use of AI technology, married with their God-given gifts, talents, experience, and expertise to create a passive income empire. So let's get into this strategy that will help you change the game in your MLM space and make you the envy of your team, and could, if leveraged correctly, get you on the stage. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about PLR content, private label rights content. What that simply means is there are companies out here where they get content, ebooks, courses, slide deck presentations, articles, white papers, checklists, worksheets written by subject matter experts, and they sell you the rights to this material so you can turn around and not only resell it and keep all of the money, but you can edit the content, including the cover, and put your name on it as the author. Man, let me just jump into it and show y'all why I'm so fired up about this. So this is one of my favorite sources and I'll link to this in the comments. If you use my affiliate link, you'll get 12 free credits, and you can probably get one of these products for free, right? And they're also going to give me some free credits too. So it's a win-win for both of us. So basically what I'm going to do is, as I was coaching my student who is in Cantaloupe, and I'm saying you need to find a way to make that customer your customer first before they go sign in and create an account with Cantaloupe and start shopping. Because if you ever leave Cantaloupe, they still have that person's contact information. You want to put yourself in position where you collect the contact information, you make them your customer first, then you introduce them to Cantaloupe. So when I went to this source, I came over here and I typed in CBD, right? And I just wanted to see, are there products that already exist that he could purchase, rebrand, repackage, and position himself as the expert or trusted authority in the CBD space, which you guys know, if you're in CBD, then that's really close to marijuana. And you could, if a person is interested in CBD, they're probably interested in your virtual dispensary if you are in Cantaloupe, right? So if I scroll down, you'll see that they have this CBD and hemp ebook. Remember, you can change the cover, so you can change that. Instead of saying CBD and hemp, you can change it to say whatever you want it to say. Find something more sexy, right? Then there is this worksheet that go along with the ebook. And then there is this article. In fact, there is a host of articles that all talk about CBD, right? Beginner's Guide to CBD, Woman's Guide to CBD, Hemp Oil versus CBD, how to handle CBD side effects, safety and effectiveness of CBD oil, benefits and possible side effects of CBD, right? All of this stuff can be repackaged and rebranded to not only fit my students' brand in the CBD space, but you can also rewrite the content to make it more effective at steering people towards Cantaloupe. How amazing is this? So if I click on one of these products, just to give you an idea of what's in the ebook, I'm going to scroll down here and show you. This probably will show me the table of contents even before I buy it, so you get an idea of the size of the ebook, right? So if I scroll down a little bit, boom, there's the table of contents. Introduction, marijuana and CBD, the difference between hemp and marijuana. Is CBD legal in the U.S.? Frequently asked questions. So it looks like it's a 27-page ebook, which, in my opinion, if I did nothing else to this, I could probably sell this for anywhere between $7 and $17, right? To the right audience and position correctly. So what does that mean? I make people my customer first, and then I could introduce them to Cantaloupe. I could do that in a few different ways. When they buy the ebook, I can, inside of my funnel, on the thank you page, take them to a video that plays a short infomercial about Cantaloupe if I wanted to. Within the ebook, I can create a resource page and introduce them to CBD that way. Since they bought the ebook from me, they're now on my email list. I can start sending them emails about Cantaloupe. You guys see where I'm going with this? So I can buy that product, change the cover, put my face on it, put my name on it as the author. Now I instantly increase my authority in the space. So y'all let me know in the comments, would you like for me to continue this series and show you how to rebrand that ebook using platforms like Canva? Would you like for me to include in the series how I will create a simple funnel for that and walk you through that process using the Solopreneur Sidekick, aka Go High Level, right? If you guys would like that, let me know. I'll move on and I'll continue to fatten this thing up so you can see exactly what you can do with a product like that. And you could use that to help grow your dispensary customer base, which I highly recommend, because in any network marketing opportunity, the best reps start off as customers. They fall in love with the product. Those who are just trying to make money and make a quick buck, they don't always make the best reps. But those who become customers of the product first, then transition to become a rep, they tend to do a lot better, make a lot more money, and they are more committed, which makes them better teammates for you to coach and help them have success. So we're going to cut this off right here. But man, if you would like to see me continue in this series around this product, if you're in Cantaloupe, drop a hashtag Cantaloupe, and I'll show you how you can rebrand that product. I'll show you how you can put it in a funnel and sell it. I'll show you how to put it in the funnel as a lead magnet. Y'all just let me know if y'all want to see that stuff, and I'll create a video to show it to you. In the meantime, you probably want to join our free community. Go to CortesHussle.com and join our free community. You get all sorts of free training and resources just like this to help you go from side hustler to solopreneur, solopreneur to entrepreneur, entrepreneur to CEO, CEO to business owner, and you can build a passive income empire using our tools, our strategies, and our support and accountability and a community of like minds. So that's you. Then check the links in the descriptions and join our free community, CortesHussle.com. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, man, because I'm live every day on this channel with strategies. And I even open office hours where you can jump in a Zoom room and pick my brain for about 30 minutes after each live stream as well. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Until I talk to you next time, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.